right, cool. We're going.
On Apple Music.
Everybody's good? We're good to go? All right, here we go. Ready and
Action. Here. Killer TV. Hookah Champs, episode 3. We here. We talking that talk today.
episode 3, man. We made it this far.
We made it this far. We got a special guest in the house this time.
What up? What up?
My barber.
Good.
But my brother P in the building to talk some good hip hop talk with us tonight.
No doubt, no doubt.
Y'all know this asshole right here.
Facts. Oh.
Alias Film. See how he just leave me hanging?
Oh, my fault, man. Hold on, wait, yo. I'm high as shit right now. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, man. Episode 3, man. You know, we usually talk that pop culture bullshit, but tonight we talking classic albums. That's all we talking about is classic albums. What are your criteria for a classic album? So I'm gonna start over here with P first. Like, what is your criteria for a classic album?
Yo, first off, I want to say, shout out to you, man.
Thank
I
you.
like what you're doing.
Thank you, my
You know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Thank you, my brother.
Shout out to Q over there. I like what y'all doing, man.
Thank
Know
you,
what I mean?
thank you, man. Much
So,
respect.
My criteria, man, basically, for me, I would have to say, I go off of lyrics, beats, and what gets me flowing, what gets me going. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
But what to you stamps it as the label when you say, "Oh shit, that was a classic album"? What stamps it for you to say that's a classic album?
What stands it for me?
Mm-hmm.
I would say like I said, basically what gets me flowing, man. Like when I turn it, when I put it on, if I don't have to skip the track, you know what I'm saying? If I can get ready in the morning, if I can get to work, if I can, listen to that joint before I go see a girl, whatever gets my blood flowing,
Right.
That's what I say.
All right, that's P's criteria for a classic album. My criteria is longevity. Like, I've been really like on this hip hop shit since probably 97, 98, where I really fell in love with hip hop.
Right.
My hip hop before 95 is blurry, so I couldn't even judge. I couldn't
Blurry, huh?
I couldn't judge
Blurry,
anything
okay.
before 96.
I hear you.
I can't even. I wouldn't know. I mean, people say Doggy Style is a classic. I think it's debatable. That shit is hella skippable to me. I think. People say Chronic is a classic. A lot of skits. Like, I mean, the songs are good, but I don't think it's a classic. The first classic I ever heard in my life, the first classic album I ever heard was Blueprint, and Reasonable Doubt's a classic.
Are we just jumping into this? Is that what we're
No.
doing? Okay. I just want to
We don't get there.
Okay,
we don't get there.
I was like,
we're gonna let you.
look,
No, we're gonna let you get your quiet. We're gonna let.
had the shit in the tuck, boy.
Motherfucking Hookah Champs. But first classic album I ever really heard in my mind, where I was like, oh shit, with the whole soulful sound and all that, and it probably a lot of thanks to Kanye, was like Blueprint, because I mean,
Without Blueprint, you would not get College Dropout. You wouldn't get even
it was just
Late Registration.
right. It was just it was sequenced so perfect. Like, I ain't never seen an album sequenced so perfect, the way it went to all those soul sounds and soul songs.
Every track came in
so perfect.
It was straight.
It was a classic. It was a super classic. It was. I mean,
We would expect you to say that.
it was a super classic. And then years later, as I got older, when I revisit Reasonable Doubt, that'd be a classic as well. So with me, I would have to say a classic album is longevity. And it's still jumping in those conversations that we have in the barbershop. Like, if it's still coming up in the barbershop, it's classic and stuff,
It's dope.
then it's probably a classic. So what is your criteria for a classic?
The criteria that I have pretty much is specifically just longevity. Of course, it has to have that.
Absolutely.
You have to have album sales too. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but unfortunately, that is what it is.
I mean, but who calls like The Love Below and Speaker Box a classic?
They won a Grammy though.
They won a Grammy and they sold 10 million, but
Hold on, wait. We won't even
Who
get to like Lil Wayne.
Who
Carter
the
3.
Grammys run by though?
But hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Okay,
Right.
hold on. Then it's production. After production, I have like a 2-part for this one. Sonically pleasing and lyricism.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can have hard ass lyrics and it be sonically pleasing, or you can even have like some random shit, like some turn up shit, and it be sonically pleasing with no lyricism.
Okay.
So I mean, either one is just basically on that one. However you want to split it up. So I gave that a 2-part.
Okay.
And then just influence, like either the album or the person itself.
Now that's super important. When I seen that on your list earlier, I was
influence means everything. Socially, culturally, and even just musically.
That's very important.
So that's a 3-part. Like,
because a lot of people was born off the Carter 2. A lot of these new niggas was born off the Carter 2, Carter 3.
By the way, I just want to say the Carter 2 is on my list.
Yes. I mean the Carter 2 is fire. It's
fire. I want to give everybody a hot take right now. I don't know. I'm gonna give you a real hot take. All my albums are early 2000s and only.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm really gonna make people think, and now I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty.
Okay. We got your criteria. Okay, let's before we jump into everybody's list, let's throw some albums out there that most people say is a classic, but I just want to get y'all.
It's not a classic.
I'm just gonna ask y'all, like, are these albums a classic to you? First off, I'm gonna start with you, P. Illmatic, classic or not classic?
Taking too long.
Nah.
Not a classic.
And I'm from Queens, you know what I'm saying? So for me to say that, it's hard for me to say that. But
what you think lacks for Illmatic to be a classic?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, New York State of Mind, of course, that's a classic. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think he might have had 1 or 2 other tracks on there. Other than that, I mean, he didn't have enough material on there for me.
Only 10 songs, but what about you?
Illmatic's a classic.
Illmatic's a classic?
Okay.
Classic.
Hands
all
down.
right.
No. Hands down,
I think,
period. That's Nas's greatest body of work.
I like Stillmatic better.
I beg to differ.
I like Stillmatic better.
If you think you can put up 10 songs and the general popularity of it is that everybody loves it, they deem it as a classic, that's just 10 songs. How many people can do that? Like, we think Pusha T possibly did that with 7. And we don't even know how long it may last after this. So, I mean, my thing is, like, for that to last that long, 20 plus years, come on.
Yeah. I would have to
Stillmatic's still better.
Stillmatic is better to me. To me, Stillmatic is better. Like, you know what I mean?
Way better.
Way better.
I don't know, man. That was the intro to Nas, man. You couldn't get Stillmatic without Illmatic.
Yeah. Another one where people say is a classic, The Chronic. What did you say? Chronic?
Not in my book.
What about Chronic 2001?
No Dre.
No Dre?
No Dre.
Oh, 1 was fire.
2001 was fire, though.
Not a classic. That's the conversation, right? Not a classic.
Not a classic.
It's a great album. Thank you, Dr. Dre. No disrespect, thank you, Dr. Dre. But no, for real. It's just,
all right, we're going to really go Wu-Tang forever. Anybody Wu-Tang hands?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
But I actually think...
You fuck with Wu-Tang?
Yeah, but I actually think Enter the 36 Chambers is better.
36 Chambers.
That's the whole thing. I think a lot of people don't talk about that
monster.
enough, and I think that's only like an up north Midwest type thing.
Yeah.
And it's weird, like being in the South when you don't hear a lot of New York or Midwest rap. It's like, okay, I get Atlanta invaded North Carolina, but still, like, damn.
All right, let's go down south. What's Outkast's most popular album that people say is a classic?
For me, it's between Stankonia and what's the Aqua. Please forgive me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me in the comments, y'all. Don't kill me in the comments.
What's the Outkast album?
Aquemini.
Yeah, Aquemini. Yeah. So between Stankonia and Aquemini, for me.
Aquemini, classic?
Definitely.
Classic. Stankonia's dumb hard. Dumb hard.
It's a classic, certified.
Dumb hard. I wouldn't call it a classic. Because sometimes niggas used to go too hard with the skits back then, man. Like, just way too many skits.
That matters. That matters.
Yeah.
That matters. Skits matter.
Way too many skits.
Skits matter.
That's what it was, though, back then. Skits. Like, that was hard.
Okay. Is any more that most people, that I want to throw out there, that most people kind of deem as classics, that, you know what I mean, that most people say, before we get into our list?
The Blueprint?
The Blueprint's a fucking all right, man. If y'all think we missed any, man, leave them in the comments. So we gonna start over here with P. I think you got 10 albums that you figure that you say are classics. Mm-hmm. We're gonna put P list up on the screen. I run them off, P.
So we're gonna do 10. Okay.
So we're just gonna run through them, or we're gonna start at the 5s? I want to start at the 5s.
Let's start at 5. Let's start at 5. Okay, let's start at 5.
You can start like I would say start at the 5. We'll work our way up.
All right, cool.
Figure
Start
out
at 5. All right.
So I'm gonna say number 5. Gotta put X up there.
Which one?
It's
Got
dark,
3.
It's dark and hell is hot.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Classic. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
You can't have a conversation about classic rap and not throw X name up in there. You know what I mean? Like what he's done for hip hop, despite all the shit that he done.
Right.
I mean, fuck all that. What he did for hip hop
Absolutely.
was
2 albums in 1 year. You know what I mean?
and it was hard for me to choose really between that and Flesh in My Flesh.
Yeah.
But
I would have chose Flesh is My Flesh.
I mean, you know, I
that's
chose.
just me.
So are we all gonna keep going?
Yeah,
Or
keep going with 5. I was gonna do step 5. Start with your 5. Yeah.
All right, so now I'm about to tell you my 5.
Yeah. No,
I mean my
your 5th one.
My 5th one. Okay. I'm gonna go T.I. I'm gonna go King. T.I. King.
Oh my god!
I need to hear.
How
the
did
reason
this
why.
make the?
I need to hear
make
it.
the
I can tell you only one song about that album.
Only one?
Yep. And it was the one they did on ATL. I think was it at the beginning or the end of the movie? It was like dun, 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 dun. That one. That's all I know. And you chose King?
King.
Wow.
Not not trap music.
Exactly.
Not
Hold
urban
on, wait,
legend. I would have even gave you. I'm serious.
King.
Yeah.
What?
King does it
Oh
for
my
me.
god.
Oh my god.
To me it's a debate between King and fucking Paper Trail. I was thinking
Paper
about
Trail. I would have said Paper Trail.
I was thinking about going Paper Trail
over that.
If y'all want to kill this nigga in the comments, please do.
I mean,
Please. Like,
Teflon.
I would have
can take
said
it.
either Paper Trail or Urban Legend for T.I. I definitely wouldn't have went with King though.
I loved King.
let me ask you guys a question. When you say that, does it check all the boxes? Because my thing is like, we talk about influence, but what did Paper Trail influence? What did King influence? But I'll tell you what Urban Legend influence and trap music did, because it ushered in trap music.
It's always been there.
He ushered it in, bro. That you gotta think about it, bro. It's like when you look at trap music and when you look at like, okay, we'll even start with I'm Serious. So trap music came out in what, 04, right? It came out in 04. So my thing is like when you get Urban Legend in 05 coming right back after that, even though Jeezy had dropped just in 05 with his first one with TN 101,
Right.
it birthed trap, bro.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
I mean, to me, I could put King like.
So it's just sonically appeasing. To you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can. To me personally, you can put it in and let it ride all the way through. There's nothing on King I would skip.
I'm putting all new niggas on my shit. I'm
No.
about to have 6ix9ine up in there. Sonically appeasing Playboy Cardi, you are number 1.
So King is my motherfucking 5th, and I stand on that shit.
Okay.
Let's go, Winston.
All right. I love hot takes because this is always one. Does Drake have a classic, guys?
Take care.
Yours is Take Care. Okay, what's yours?
You got me on that one.
And I just came to the agreement that Take Care was a classic.
I say
After
nothing was the same as a classic, and I will tell you why.
Talk to
Nothing
me.
Was the Same is a classic because you get songs with Jay-Z, Gina Iko, and you get all of these songs like All Me, Pound Cake, 305 to My City. Like you
It's hard. It's hard.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
hard,
Take
but I
Care,
don't
Take
think
Care
it's
is
a classic.
cool. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think it's a classic,
Like, don't get
though.
me wrong. Take Care is cool. It's just not production wise. It's not influential wise. It's not sales wise. That is his best album to date by far, hands down.
All right. Sound good. 4. Let's go, P.
So this one was tough, you know. I had to narrow this down, but I'm out the road with Tupac.
Woo!
All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me.
You know,
Woo! All
classic.
Eyes on Me. God,
Classic.
dog, that's a classic.
Still to this day,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I could ride with that. I can rock with that, man, from beginning to end. And like I said, for me, it's all in. If I ain't got to skip a track, if I could ride to it, would get my blood flowing.
Yeah.
That's definitely get my blood flowing.
Tupac. What do you say to that, Winston? Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
All
That's
Eyes
fair.
on Me.
That's fair. I like it. I listen to a lot of Tupac with my brother in the car. You know, he has a big West Coast influence on me. Like I was listening to Dub C and like fucking Ice Cube and shit when I was like 10. So I mean, like, I know a lot about the motherfuckers. It's hard for me to deem anything Tupac has done as a classic because I didn't live through that era.
True.
I can't resonate with.
And the thing, not to cut you off.
No, you good.
But the thing that makes All Eyes on Me so impressed. What's the word I'm looking for?
Impressionable?
No, just good. Let's say good. I don't want to fuck up no words. But what makes All Eyes on Me so good? To have that many fucking songs.
Yes.
And that shit to be that good.
Yes.
Like that's fucking amazing, man.
Right.
Most people fuck up on double albums. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Hove kind of stumbled up a little bit on Blueprint 2 because there were too many songs. But, I mean, for that many fucking songs and that shit to be, like... I don't even like putting Tupac and Biggie on these type of lists because they just so... It's like hip-hop and then it's like them niggas.
No, but see, no, it don't.
And it's them niggas over
see,
there.
my thing is, like, it don't matter, though. That's like anything you can say in, like, baseball. Like, the fucking Yankees, 28 rings, suck my dick from the back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can, they're the greatest. I mean, that's just the way people told it. But me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Number four for me, this album right here. This album, next one I'm about to say, man, this album right here, this shit touched me more than any album I've ever listened to in my life. Okay. Like, I ain't trying to get emotional on niggas, but the shit I was going through at the time, and just and then what that album, the impact from that album, and just for him being a super underdog, like for the shit, for everybody to be jerseyed out and throwbacked out and all that other shit that he come ushering in, and then it brings and it.
You gonna get to it though?
It's fucking Kanye. It's Kanye Dropout. Okay. Kanye College Dropout.
Okay.
And it had hella influence on the next generation.
It did.
I think Late Registration had more influence and Yeezy had more influence.
I think Graduation.
That's a fair enough statement.
Yeah.
But I think
all three.
You know what? A lot of people don't notice that College Dropout came out in 2004, and then Kanye came out with Late Registration in 2005.
Right.
Now, if you look at them both side to side, it literally sounds like College Dropout with like a symphony.
It just keeps
going.
Super
cinematic and shit like
continuation.
that. Yeah.
Continuation. Right. So, absolutely.
Yeah, I think when you say College Dropout, it's cool. First album, great out the gate, got you. But it's still skippable though. It's like a couple songs on there that's skippable. No, Kanye shit ain't skippable.
Yeah, it's a couple shits on there that's skippable. That Kweli song.
I'm a Kanye stan. You ain't gonna ever get me to say
no. That Kweli song was ass.
Nope.
I'm gonna play it. That Kweli song was ass. Yeah, if you might not remember it.
No, I know it.
That song.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. No, that shit was fire.
That shit was super ass.
Graduation was.
I mean, workout was dope, but yeah, it was only like 2 that was on there that was like skipping.
Workout was straight for the first couple weeks.
Yeah, I thought Workout was hard. I mean, videos.
Workout was a single. That shit went platinum. Fuck y'all mean.
Right.
I'm just saying. Let's talk about it.
All right, your 4.
My number 4. Oh my God, how I love my number 4. I want to know, do you guys have females on your list?
Not on my top.
No.
Why not?
Damn, man.
And I'll tell you why not, because you guys must not bullshit. No. I got Lil' Kim hardcore on my shit.
Okay. Please tell me how.
Yeah. And the reason, no, you gotta think about it.
But you didn't grow up in that. You just say you didn't grow up in that era.
Hold on, wait, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why she's super influential. Who does Nicki base her life after?
Lil' Kim.
Who do all these dolls base their life after?
Lil' Kim.
Right.
But that doesn't.
The cultural influence and hold on, stop. And then the fluidity between her bars, even though she may not have wrote them, no matter what, she is Cardi B.
First of all, she can't have a classic. She can't have a classic if Biggie wrote your whole album.
Okay, but hold on. Then that's to say that anybody can.
What year was that album?
Like 96.
This came out in 96. Yeah, 96. So I mean, if you think about it, between her and Foxy Brown, that's all you had to listen to. Same thing with like Nicki and Rem. Same thing with Cardi and Nicki. It's the same. She has ushered in the hardcore talking to niggas on tracks. Like, for real, she talks about her sexuality at a time where that was unheard of.
Now, I mean, she's a whole fucking legend.
Kim was my favorite female rapper, but I thought you said
Foxy Brown is actually
in the time era though. what you said about the time
Mirror,
Yeah, of course. It was Freaknik came out in what, 95? And
90,
then
something like that.
you know what I'm saying? So think about it, like having Little Kim playing in a girl's car to you while you got some some Tupac or some Biggie or some shit. Like you're like, oh shit, the link up is real, nigga. Like for real. Like I think culturally that album had an effect on a latter state in hip hop, but a lot of people don't talk about it enough because she was the first like mainstream bitch, like for real. Like she just was. The
Brat actually went platinum first before though.
No, I feel you though, but nobody talks about the Brat though. Everybody talks about Lil Kim. Lil Kim hasn't dropped an album in 12 years, my nigga.
Brat's not relevant.
Nah, the Brat definitely not.
The Brat would never come up in any conversation.
The Brat man won the battle, but Lil Kim won the war.
The only thing that people always say about the Brat is she was the first solo female to go platinum. That's
cool. She didn't have Little Kim's swag. She didn't have Little Kim's
with the beat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I don't even care. Like, dog, for real, I don't care if she didn't write them bars. It's like the same thing with Cardi. Cardi don't write her shit, and her shit go hard.
Cardi is definitely not write her shit.
And that's my thing. It's like, yo, you cannot deny. I say you can't deny her only because she made it in a time where men were dominating at an early day.
Absolutely. We salute Kim. We mad respect, but you can't tell me
that album hardcore, my nigga.
You gonna put it in and you can play that shit from start to finish.
And that's your top 5.
I can. If I listen to a lot of female artists, like for real, I listen to a lot of them. Kim's in the Serato, bro.
Okay, I respect that.
Kim is definitely my favorite female rapper, but I'm gonna give Nicki more credit because she writes her shit.
Yeah,
I give Nicki credit because she went farther with it. That's it. I don't give a fuck about you writing shit. Does it sound good? Cool.
All right. Hookah champs, man. And if y'all wanna debate us and all this other shit, man, make sure y'all leave them comments.
There is no debate.
If you feel like we don't know what the fuck we talking about, please leave them comments, man.
They don't know.
And we really appreciate y'all watching, man. Please share this. Let's keep this good talk going. Keep this good content going. All right.
Please, under the comments, I don't want to hear no fucking 6ix9ine as anybody's top 5. Nothing.
First off, I'm 34. So it ain't nobody in my age bracket that watches this shit is even gonna listen to 6ix9ine.
All my shit is early 2000s. You never know. He may sneak in that.
I'm just saying.
He may sneak
all right,
in
All right, P, give me a 3.
Man, my number 3, big, major, super influence to me. Super influence on my life. Nas, Stillmatic.
Yes.
Classic.
We just had this conversation. We just had this conversation.
Classic. What rapper you know? I'm gonna just say this.
You gonna say the rewind shit?
There's a track backwards.
I know you can go with the rewind shit. Everybody go with the rewind shit.
What rapper you know?
Papoose did the alphabet backwards.
Okay.
That was hard.
That was hard.
Okay. What rapper you know in that time frame?
Oh, okay.
Did a track backwards.
First off, I think
congratulations, you did something cool, Nas.
First off, the thing that was really good about that album is I didn't think. First off, Nas was super cold before he came out with Stillmatic. Like niggas was, that nigga Nas was like hiding or some shit. Like I didn't know where the fuck Nas was at. And then most niggas like don't make it back from a fucking from the takeover. Like
no.
Like the takeover was supposed to be like the figure 4 leg lock. Niggas don't get out of that shit.
Right.
Like, you feel me?
You come back from Illmatic. And then you drop Stillmatic, which was like his graduation.
I'm just saying,
like that. He put a stamp. He put a stamp in the game with Stillmatic. Man, you got
classic.
You got Ether. Got yourself a gun.
Amazing.
You're the man.
You the man.
One mic.
Come on. The shit that he talking about all the Queensbridge niggas. That shit's hard.
Yeah. Second childhood. He talking about he in his second childhood. Like.
What's up? Talk to me.
Oh, what? Right. There should not be an ST in the front of that? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. Should be Illmatic.
Did that camera just stop?
No, that camera didn't stop anything.
Hold on. I think I heard something.
Nah, you just tripping, bro. It's okay.
I think I heard something.
Nah. Okay. Yeah. So you're still going?
Yeah, still going.
Yeah. Okay. I know. You just tripping. You ain't even high. You tripping. Look at you. Still going?
Sure, man. This is good talk, man. I just hate for any of this shit to get fucking left out.
But you totally fucked up the video. I just want to let you know.
Okay. That's why we great editors. That's why we're great editors.
Yeah, Illmatic's better.
No, Stillmatic, man. Stillmatic, man.
10 songs. And
Stillmatic.
the general.
Name three.
Then, what are you talking about? What's the name of it?
Name three.
I can't give you the names of them.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie about that. I can't give you the names of them.
It's not a classic.
Well, okay, because I can't give you the names of them. Okay,
Exactly.
if that's how we're gonna run this right now.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes,
I see. I
can
see.
name 3 tracks on any album.
These are just personal influences. I see. Okay, so we're not actually talking about the culture. I feel you.
No, this is the culture. Nas was the
He changed my life.
Nas
It's still
was the
Matic.
hip hop culture.
Can I say 6ix9ine like changed my view on pedophiles?
Chill.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, what we gonna do here? Like,
That was a good one. My third one. This is probably the most recent classic album to me. The most recent classic album in the last 10 years to me.
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City. That shit is fucking amazing.
nah.
That shit is fucking amazing.
That's up for debate.
That's not even up for debate.
Nah.
So, like, that shit was like a movie. That's like Quentin
I like
Tarantino
the
or some
album.
shit.
I'll throw this out there because I know a lot of people don't give this man enough respect. YG's first album was the greatest West Coast album probably in the last 10 years.
Not better than Game's first
Not
album.
better than Game.
In the last 10 years, Game dropped when
Game first album was
before.
like 05.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the last 10 years.
What was Game's first album?
Documentary? Yeah. But what I'm saying is in the last 10 years, since 2010, who's dropped a better gangster album from the West Coast like YG? And it's still
Good
going.
Kid. Because Good Kid was 2012.
That's not. Think about it. Kendrick's like just a kid from
I can
California.
tell you who it's definitely not. It definitely ain't Tiger.
Definitely not Tiger. But no, for real. You gotta think about it, bro. YG's first album is way better than Kendrick's album, quote unquote first album.
No, not even close. Not even close, bro.
If we talking,
it's not even close.
If we talking regionally and we talking about culturally,
and I don't even like Kendrick like that. But Good Kid, Mad City is amazing.
Man. I'm gonna give it.
I would have to put that over the YG joint.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Y'all didn't listen to YG then.
I did.
I love that.
YG shit was fire.
That mama shit. The song that he talking about his mama. I love that song. YG's cool.
YG shit was fire.
And I respect you, YG. Look, West Coast 10 years. Hold it down.
And we need more time. The Nipsey last album, we need just a little bit more time to see if that's classic worthy.
Nipsey doesn't have a classic.
You don't?
No.
Not even the last one?
No.
A lot of people like it. A lot of people like it. It was pretty good.
Just because you like it doesn't make it a classic. Just because it changed my life doesn't mean it's still Matic. You know what I mean? Come on now, man.
Good Kid, man. Good Kid, Mad City.
I don't know, man.
Let's go. Number 3.
On my number 3, it is 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. You gotta give it to Fifth.
I think that's on everybody's top 5. I think this is gonna be the one that's on all 3 of our top 5s.
I'm telling you, man, Fifth changed the culture. He shifted it dramatically. He came in smacking niggas in the face like, fuck out of here.
Oh, that's good. That's fun. We finally can agree.
We finally agree. You know, like niggas on ESPN always say like, oh, star and superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Get Rich is a classic.
Yes.
Like, super classic. You know what I mean? Like, the other shits are like classics, but Get Rich is a super classic. And I graduated like that same year, 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And just, man, the influence and the impact that shit had. That shit really checks all the boxes. Influence, sales,
everything.
That shit checks every fucking single box.
You guys, man. All of my albums checks all the lists. Checks every last one of them.
Close. The hardcore shit don't check all the boxes.
I would agree with you.
Only thing it doesn't check is sales.
It definitely don't check sales. I think
that's the only thing. It checks influence.
It checks influence.
It checks sonically pleasing. It checks even lyricism.
I'm about to ride to that shit when I go home. Like, I don't know.
Tell you, man.
I don't know.
All these bitches got it from Kim. Kim is legit the queen bee.
Yeah, we definitely need
and then again, 50 Cent would Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, I mean, come on now. I don't even need to defend. I'm not defending this.
Favorite song on Get Rich?
It's In the Club, man.
In the Club?
I'm sorry, I just like In the Club. No, wait, and the reason why, I'll tell you the reason why. I like In the Club so much because I heard it everywhere I went.
True.
As a kid, I heard it on every corner, every block, every car. In the Club was literally, it was like, it was what Wankster was supposed to be. That they wanted Wankster to pop off like In the Club did. In the Club did fucking numbers.
So that was sonically pleasing to your ears.
In the Club in 2000, what was that? Like 3, 4.
I mean, it went all the way into 2004.
So what was your favorite track from there, K?
For me, I would probably have to go with the either one of the Eminem joints, Patiently Waiting, or
Rappity rap niggas, bro.
It was some rappity rap niggas.
Like,
Or like on the commercial side, Many Men.
I would say that's my favorite.
High all the
But
time.
it's hard to say what your favorite one is.
in the club.
The
man.
only one little song I didn't kind of like on Get Rich was Bloodhound with Young Buck. That's the only song
but he was putting Buck on.
Yeah, he was putting Buck on. That's the only song. That's the only song that's like just. But still,
you got some rap. See, here we go. This is how it goes.
I didn't find that one song on there that was whack.
Yeah,
it's not really whack. I mean, it's
nothing.
But if I'm listening to, that's the one that I probably would skip. If I would skip one on there, that'd be the one.
Extra. He just gotta be extra.
I mean, sometimes you're just not into. You know what I mean?
I think it just depends on the day.
On the day.
Like, what's my favorite track? Because you know, you got it. Start off with what up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, gangsta? You know?
Classic.
And then you can slow it down with 21 Questions.
All I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
when niggas here in the club,
it was kind of basic.
Come on now,
basic for me.
But guess what? But guess what? You know every fucking word of that, don't you?
Because it was so basic.
But you know it though.
That's not,
that shit is contagious.
They played that shit so many times.
That's what I'm saying.
Prime.
That shit got so much marketing behind it, dog. That nigga 50 lying.
Just an honorable mention. Where do y'all put Massacre? Because that shit did crazy numbers.
I don't put Massacre on there. I don't really care about the numbers. With this one,
Massacre didn't do anything.
Numbers for me don't mean anything.
Yeah, numbers don't mean much for me neither. Like,
then if
I mean, because
that's a different conversation. We can't. Get
I mean, numbers don't mean anything, obviously, because hardcore.
I mean, and even Stillmatic probably did only like 2.
I would say, but it's a gold album though. Like, I mean,
it's a platinum album. What's the platinum album?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it went platinum later on, but I'm saying, like, yeah, of course. All I'm saying is that if we're gonna talk about if numbers don't matter, then I mean, it's just straight from the hip. Then shit, I'm gonna just go Playboy Cardi all the way down my list.
Numbers don't matter because if we was gonna say numbers, then 6ix9ine would be the hottest rapper.
No, he wouldn't.
Right now.
No, he wouldn't.
Right now, he at the top of the Billboard.
So he's hotter than Drake.
Numbers wise.
No.
Ain't nobody doing numbers though.
Ain't nobody doing numbers like 6ix9ine. If we gonna go numbers, the Rainbow Head Kid is killing the number game.
So we really do I really have to
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
The Rainbow Head Kid is killing the number game. He's hands down. So we gonna roll with numbers.
Okay.
We got to say 6ix9ine the hottest rapper of 2018.
Did you see how many streams Drake had? Do you know how many he had?
You know how many 6ix9ine had?
Yeah, not 2 billion.
Let's look it up.
Let's see. Oh, we want to look?
Let's see.
We can totally do that. I do not have a problem with that.
We talk about numbers.
6ix9ine. Spotify, Apple Music. Which one do you prefer?
Google. Google it. That's my thing.
Let's see.
I'm not here for the 6ix9ine talk. I don't care. I'm just gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke this hookah because I can give a damn. I mean, hold your head, little brother. I hope you come home, my nigga.
6ix9ine, you a snitch, bro. No, fuck out of here. Don't come back to the crib.
If that's what you gotta do to get your ass out, my nigga, snitch.
Man, come on,
bro.
Man. You gonna snitch,
bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Dog, you can't tell me that nigga's not snitching, bro, and that's like
I don't give a fuck.
Dog, really?
That's not cool, dog.
I don't care.
Wow.
That's not cool.
I mean, it's cold to the street. I don't play in that world. You know what I mean? First off,
But that's what I'm saying, though.
First off, I don't play in that world, so I don't even know what's the codes to all that bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't play in. I'm a fucking regular 9 to 5 nigga. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Whatever the codes of the street, my nigga, y'all, whatever. If I know some shit and it's gonna get me the fuck out of jail, nigga, I'm getting the fuck out. You feel me? That's how a 34-year-old man like myself is rocking. But that's just a whole nother conversation.
I don't know, man. I'm like, look. All I'm saying is that you can't be with the shit to begin with, and then
absolutely.
And now you're not with the shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
True,
like,
true,
come on, my nigga.
True.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
You talking all that gunplay and all that.
Yeah, bro. Like that's like.
So
I mean, it's wild. It's wild. And what's going to be even more wild if he actually gets out and he did all that expensive and still sell records. I'm like, God, what kind of world are we living in?
Will that actually happen? No.
He gonna have to move.
They was making it seem like he was about to get out.
He gonna have to move, man. You know.
So is he getting out or not getting out?
If he gets out, he got us to go in witness protection, bro.
Yeah. He's gonna have to go to Mexico.
He can't. Yeah, he can't just like come back into the real world and just be like, "Yo, we good." Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this, that, the third. Yeah, 6ix9ine's back in the building. Like, no,
He can't hide.
Like,
No, we got a rainbow here.
So we had 2, right?
Two what?
I think I told my 3, right?
Yeah, because I was at 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
And my last 2, just while we.
I'm still looking this up, by the way, guys. They're not making it real easy for me right now.
my last 2 is Get Rich and Thug Motivation 101. You know what I mean? I don't even think those up for debate. You know what I mean? I ain't never.
That's definitely up for debate.
Yeah, it's kind of up for
especially
debate, bro.
Thug Motivation. I have to agree with you. Young Jeezy's like my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
But definitely not in my top 5.
Thug Motivation not in your top 5?
Nah. Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Gets a lucky 6.
Lucky 6. I mean, Thug Motivation is just.
Well, it's
under
there.
Drake for me,
It's
bro.
under.
It's under.
If anybody remember, I think it was summer 05, summer 06. I think it was summer 05. Like, I've never in my lifetime, I was living in Greensboro at the time, where everybody you roll by was playing. Everybody was playing the same album at once. Like, that shit was just crazy. If it wasn't like the mixtape Trap or Die or the actual album, everybody was playing that shit. I've never seen that shit. I mean, you would go by 2 or 3 cars at a time, and everybody's playing the same shit. I've never seen that shit.
Yeah, Jeezy definitely made a stamp with
super
101.
stamp.
He definitely put his foot in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I would say it's a classic, bro.
It is a classic. It is a classic.
And that's hit after hit after hit. Then he came back with 102.
The next album was Inspiration. Yeah.
No, it was 102 then. Inspiration.
No, it's Inspiration.
Well, everybody says
it was Inspiration.
I say 102, but it's called the Inspiration. But if you look up 102,
yeah, I was saying.
It was actually Thug Motivation 101, Inspiration, then the Recession, and then Thug Motivation 102. That's the list.
Nah,
bro.
I would put that on my life. I would put that on my life.
Okay, 102 we can look that up.
Was
no.
The Inspiration.
It went Thug Motivation.
No.
Inspiration.
No.
I ain't talking about the list. I'm talking about.
All right, so this is how it went. Oh yeah, he's actually right. But then hold on, wait. But this is the thing though. So what's TM102 then? The Inspiration then?
The Inspiration.
Yeah,
that's the Inspiration.
Inspiration has to be TM102 because it goes Thug Motivation 101, Inspiration, and then 103 is Hustler's Ambition.
Ambition.
So Inspiration was called
102. Yeah, but it was called the Inspiration.
It was called the Inspiration.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. And Recession is a classic too.
Recession's hot.
Recession's a classic
he put
too.
a stamp on that.
I didn't even know what the word.
We are throwing the word classic around very loosely here.
No, now I'm gonna tell you why.
Very loosely.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that's a classic, because when you say influence, Recession influenced a lot of people, especially during the recession.
I didn't even know what the word recession was before the recession. I'm just gonna put it out. I had no clue what it was.
It's a recession. Everybody,
we are throwing the word classic around here very loosely.
I mean, it's a gazillion rappers out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? There's a lot of albums.
He made you not even think that was
whatever your criteria is, sir.
I mean, that's the shit. I will still throw it in the recession. We needed
something like that in the recession, and at that time, nobody was making.
But that doesn't deem it a classic, though. Just because it was.
Recession's a classic, my G.
Tracklist was fire. It's not Tracklist was fire on there.
It's not a super classic. It's not a super classic.
Well, okay. See, classic, super classic. Okay, so my thing is like, how many classic albums did Jeezy have then?
2. That and the Recession. I mean, the first one in the Recession to me. Inspiration was just cool. Inspiration was cool. It was
only
good.
has one, bro. It's just TM101.
No, Recession was a classic. Like
Recession was a classic.
Recession was a fucking classic. Yo. Hey, is this camera on me?
All of them. No, it's okay. That album's good. Yeah. So what number are we on? Number 2?
Oh, so let me.
You went through your 1 and 2. You did 1 and 2.
Okay, so we're gonna put my list right here. Okay, number 1 for me. My number 1 is Get Rich or Die Trying, because I say it's a super classic. I'm gonna go Jeezy. Jeezy's second album, Jeezy's first album. What else I have there? College Dropout, King, and I don't know what I missed.
How you not have it?
I need a
I do have
vacation.
I do have it written down, but I just need my list to be. Oh yeah, good Kid, Mad City, and good Kid, Mad City, and honorable mention, Blueprint.
Honorable mention. Okay.
All right, your last two.
So my last two is definitely Get Rich or Die Trying.
Mm-hmm. I told you that's the one that we was all.
That's my number two. I can agree with my man Q over here on that one. I'm glad we agree on something. And my number one, hands down, better than anybody's number one. But this is actual factual. This ain't no whatever y'all thinking. Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, man. You cannot bring up any hip hop conversation without bringing up Jay-Z.
I think it's the cool, sexy pick for most people because but you really got to have the ears and the hustle mind state to even listen to it. Because if you're a young boy, or you were some boy that grew up in the suburbs or some shit, you're not gonna really get it. And it took me a long time to really understand all the game he was.
Yeah, you gotta
giving.
respect.
It's classic. It's absolutely a classic.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a classic. But
That
shit is like a dictionary though.
Not,
you have to
not a number one, but yeah, it's fair enough.
It's number one.
Well, you're talking about every checklist that you named. Longevity.
Mm-hmm. That shit came out in '96.
Okay.
Sales.
I didn't have the sales.
I don't think anybody's actually like going back to that in the Serato like
lyrics.
Let me hit that shit.
Yeah, yes.
Lyrics.
You'll go to every other Jay-Z album before you even get to Reasonable Doubt.
Nah, you fucking tripping, dog. You tripping hard now, bro.
Alright.
Bruh.
That sound like hate.
Look, no, it's not hate because Jay-Z's on my list and he actually is number one.
Yeah.
But it's not for that album.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. So I'm gonna give you my two, whatever my number two was. My number two is actually the Carter 2. So just let everybody know the Carter 2.
That's that shit has much influence as hardcore did.
The only reason why I didn't give it to the Carter 3 is because I think the run he had diminished the album to me necessarily, but not to him winning the Grammy necessarily.
I don't think he didn't win the. Oh yeah, he won the Grammy off the Carter 3, right? Yeah.
So it's like with the Carter 2, I think the Carter 2 was like super classic Wheezy when we were getting the dedications and shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's the Wayne we got on the Carter 2. Carter 3 was Wayne doing the Millie shit, going into the pop stratosphere and shit.
Right.
Switching up a little.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's cool. That's what you're supposed to do. Right. But my number one.
Oh shit!
Drum
roll, please.
It is Jay-Z's 444.
Ooh, that's a new classic. That's a new classic.
Wow. Yeah, I know, right?
That's a new classic.
I know, right? Now people are gonna kill me for this, probably, but I want to really say that
light his ass up
when
in the
you
comments.
when you think about it, you got the story of OJ,
amazing,
Kill Jay-Z,
amazing.
You got Moonlight, you got Bam, Family Feud, Legacy at the end of it though. Come on, bro.
Shit is a classic.
The album itself is only 10 songs. It's only 10 songs.
There's nothing on even skip worthy.
That's what I'm saying. When you think about it, that is his magnum opus. That is that's the culmination of everything that was Jay-Z. He apologized. He admitted shit. He even mend relationships somewhat.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He had to sever some relationships on Kill Jay-Z about Kanye. Classic. Classic. Number one, man.
I don't even know. With it being such new, I don't even know what it did. Like, because I mean, the streaming shit.
Well, remember,
no influence.
The story of OJ didn't have niggas like waking up.
It's really too early to say what kind of influence it has because it's so early.
I'll give you an example. Jay-Z. Hold on, wait, no. And the reason why I say this is because Jay-Z has the influence of niggas knowing how to actually graduate from being a hustler. Niggas don't know how to make that next move into real life. Mm-hmm. That's what 444 is.
Okay, I would say the influence part. What I would say for that shit because after a lot of people heard that, they wanted to be more entrepreneur. They want to be businessmen.
Yes.
So I would say,
even though he was already talking about that shit to begin with.
Jay-Z is already influential.
No, and yes, that is true. What I'm saying is that he already laid the foundation, but this is like I'm done. Like, this is it. I can only give you so much more knowledge than what I've already given you. And I'm telling you what they've already done and what I missed out on. Mm-hmm. And then what I couldn't get. So I had to do some other shit. Talking about buying the painting. Now it's worth $8 million. Mm-hmm. Talking about missing out on Dumbo. Didn't get to buy Dumbo and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you invest in real estate, when you invest in buildings, properties, land, like that's real business moves. That's a real influential type thing. People want to be entrepreneurs, but only when you listen to Jay-Z, you want to be classic, tailored, suit up and shit like that. You don't hear that from people like Diddy necessarily, unless it's in an IG video. Jay-Z's giving it to you over bars, and it's sonically pleasing with lyricism.
And the hustle came from reasonable doubt.
So, I mean, where do you put 444? I mean, just a whole nother conversation. Where do you put 444 in the list of all Jay-Z albums?
I would have to look at the list of all Jay-Z albums, but it definitely wouldn't be in my top 3.
What do you got?
Jay-Z
Blueprint 1, 2, and 3. Then you got The Dynasty. Then you got Reasonable Doubt. And you can add Watch the Throne if you want to, because I just...
Reasonable Doubt, man. Can't Knock the Hustle. Come on, man. He started off like Politics of Juju Wild. Brooklyn's Finest. Name one track you could skip. Dead Presidents. Feeling It. Devils.
I can skip Devils.
Can I Live? Can I Live? Ain't no
I like Can I Live, the sequel better than the first one.
Friend or Foe.
I can skip that one too.
No, Friend or Foe.
Cashmere Thoughts. Bring It On. Regrets. In order to survive, got to learn to live with regrets.
All I'm saying is, man, you got 10 songs.
10 songs.
All of them hit.
Yeah. But I don't think people appreciate it as much as they should have.
But that's no. But that's the thing, though. It's like fine wine, bro.
Absolutely.
It literally, think about
Absolutely.
it. People are on it now. Cool. Let it age. Let it sit. Let it simmer.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. And that's why I deem it a classic, because it's such an eye-opener to one in a person's life where we didn't know too much about.
Absolutely.
And then also, again,
Yes.
just it being a lyrical monstrosity in 10 songs.
Now the lyrical thing I would have to debate.
Well,
Jay-Z has lost he's like Jordan on the Wizards now.
Nah, bro.
He's like Jordan.
Bro. He's still shooting 35 a night.
Not just here, Meek Mill.
He killed that.
Thank you, bro.
He killed that.
Thank you.
He killed that.
444 lyrically is exactly what niggas is talking about with fucking Pusha T 7 songs. It's the exact same thing. It's no different. He hasn't changed anything.
Nah,
his swag is not.
It's Jordan on the Wizards, bro.
Nah, bro. His swag is not changed. He is giving you real life bars. It's almost like if Offset actually grew up to become a real nigga. Like, that's the way I felt. Like, honestly, seriously, if you look at 444,
it's a fucking classic. But I mean, it's just the lyrics. Jay-Z fucking opened my eyes back up when I was like, oh, that nigga can still fucking shoot. When he dropped the shit on the Meek shit, I was like, God, dog, that nigga still got that. I didn't know he still had that shit. Man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Pete.
Put it like this.
I didn't know he still had that shit.
Put it like this.
I didn't know he still had that shit.
You have to be one. You have to have a family. You have to have a wife, and you have to own your home. If you actually understand 444, that's the way I see it.
Absolutely.
Because that's the only way you will be able to truly realize the potential of what he's telling you.
That's fucking real talk.
You want to also drop something that's going to reach everybody, because not everybody has that.
You may not have to reach everybody. You can only. It's almost like I kill one to save 1,000. You know what I mean? I don't have to just keep pumping out hits. I'm Jay-Z.
So you're going to put 444 over Dynasty?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You're going to put 444 over the Black Album?
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
This is the
over the
culmination.
No, I can't go for the Blueprint.
I will. I'll totally say it. Think about it, man. It's the
American Gangster.
It's the culmination of
it. Now
that shit is close.
That shit is close. That shit is close.
Now you want to talk about classic?
That shit
now
is
we
close.
can throw up American Gangster.
Hold on, wait. How many cameras do we have here? 4, 4, 4. Done.
Nah, American Gangster is pretty close. It's pretty close. Like, for real.
Yeah. All I'm saying is Hov opened my eyes up to, like, yo, you could really love somebody and still be a G, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's real shit. Think about it. If you got your little honey dip you've been dating for like a year or two and shit like that, pop 4 for 4 in the whip, she in the whip with you, nigga. Ooh. life choices at that moment, right?
It definitely was dope.
Reflection. It's the reflection of. He is literally looking through the rearview mirror.
Absolutely. I mean, Hov is the fucking greatest. I mean, Hov is the fucking greatest.
That is literally the culmination of everything.
Sometimes I just want to pinch a nigga like, you a real person, because god damn, nigga, like, I mean, the odds of you making it out of fucking Marcy to become what you have become is just
the greatest rapper of all time.
It's fucking crazy, man. That was the motherfucking Hookah Champs, episode 3.
444.
Classic albums.
444 people.
Doubt.
444. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, these guys do not know what they're talking about. I'm so sorry you guys had to sit through all of that nonsense.
Any real hip hop fan.
Here we come. The real hip hop fan shit. Here we go. See? It's always that one. It's always that one out the bunch.
Any real one.
Okay.
Notice what I did.
Next time we get P in here, the next time we do this again, I want our next conversation debate to be, who's the real king of the South?
Okay. Why are we debating this? Is T.I.?
Nah. Some people would say Lil Wayne. Some people would say Scarface. Some people would say UGK.
Dude, we don't even.
Who's the real king of the South?
This is T.I. Why are we doing this?
Why? Because he says it.
All right, hold on.
Hold on. No, wait.
Say this for the next episode.
We can touch on it a little bit.
We can touch on it a little bit. All right, we got time.
I'm the king, homie. That's why
I love T.I. I mean, T.I. in my top 5 of rappers.
He's not the king of the South.
T.I. I mean, but people don't even listen to T.I. right now.
You can't.
I mean, I still listen to T.I. Because
if you want to say just the South in general, are we just talking about?
Some people say Master P is the king of the South.
No, how?
Nah, come on, man.
Come on.
Some people. I mean, the shit he did for the South was fucking crazy.
There is no other.
Some people would say Master P was the king of the South,
bro.
I don't know that one.
It's T.I., dog. It's T.I., dog.
Right.
T.I. can call a ban on Gucci and niggas would do it, dog. That's what I'm saying. What other nigga you know from the South that can do that shit?
Some niggas,
Gucci.
And some niggas that's under 25.
Gucci Mane?
Same thing.
And some niggas that's 25, under 25 would say Gucci.
Okay, Gucci Mane.
Yo,
okay.
You got Jeezy.
No.
Okay? You got... Please do not forget Ludacris.
Have y'all seen
Do not forget
Ludacris. I ain't seen Jeezy in a minute.
It's been a minute.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Continue.
Just dropped something.
What was it?
He just dropped something.
Would you drop?
I don't know what that was.
Would you drop Jeezy?
What
hot pile of trash was that? What was that? Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
When did T.I. drop something?
T.I. dropped last year.
Yeah, he dropped. What was it? Dime or some shit?
So did
Dime Trap.
So did Jeezy.
But Dime Trap is better.
Okay.
Jeezy didn't drop last year.
It was a mixtape that Jeezy dropped.
He dropped something here recently.
But he did
with
just
the autobiography
an album though.
No. It was like a joint project.
He just dropped an album.
Some shit. I don't know what it was.
Well, whatever it was, Jeezy, obviously it was trash and nobody heard of it.
Nobody heard of it.
So who else are we talking about?
Okay, please don't.
I mean, Ludacris could be in there too, though.
Ludacris can definitely be up in the top.
Because he's definitely. I'm sorry, that one was called Pressure because there was no pressure at all.
Yeah, it was pressure. But that was like 2017.
That was trash. Jeezy, I'm sorry, my G. That was trash, bro.
One out of all of them, because all the other ones was fire.
Church in the Streets was fire.
Yes.
All right, guys. It's been the Hookah Champs. You guys have a great night.
All right, man. To next time, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I gotta give a special thanks to P.
We are out this bitch
for being a part of it.
Down, man.
Alias.
Yeah, it's just fucking hilarious.
All right, man. Follow me on social, man. Killer TVNC. These niggas right here.
Church in the Streets was trash. Church in the Streets was trash.
All right, man. We out, man. Hookah Champs, episode 3, man.